Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. It's raining, but the trees are so full of leaves that I'm not getting wet, so that's awesome. Today, I wanted to talk to you about this. Recovery is an inside job, right? Recovery is an inside job, and I mean recovery from TMS, perceived danger pain, mind-body symptoms. It's an inside job. Nobody's going to do it for you. So, got a day, a little bit of rain, but it's not raining hard. Getting some fresh air. Spring showers, spring May flowers. All right, so I consistently see people talking in the comments that despite knowing about TMS, they are still going to medical doctors, getting injections, getting treatments, chiropractic, all sorts of stuff, looking for somebody else to fix them. Fix me, please. Here's my umbilical cord. Please plug it in. Fix me. No offense to people, but it's very common. It's very common. Even after years of knowing about Sarno, I still found myself at a physical therapy office when I was all jacked up and crooked. I wanted them to help me fix this crookedness. I don't think I expected it to get rid of the pain, but I still wanted to get fixed. And so, never was productive. So doctors, pain specialists, probably not going to help you. If it didn't help you the first 42 times you tried it, it's probably not some new fancy whiz-bang technique, primarily because there is no medical cure for a brain-created set of symptoms, right? It's not a medical problem. This is a misperception issue. The brain is operating on misinformation and fear. There is not a medical solution to that. This is an education and essentially retraining consistency thing, right? There's not a medical solution to TMS. And what I teach every day is the TMS solution, right? Really important. So, seeking outside fixes for TMS is probably an exercise in futility or frustration, because I've been paying attention to this stuff for 25 years. Never met anybody that did the assessment, said, yep, it's definitely TMS, and then they went outside, got some help, and were fixed by somebody else. Just never saw that happen. And it certainly wasn't my experience either. I don't see that happening with the group coaching. I don't see it happening with my old one-on-one coaching when I used to do that. I don't see it in the hundreds of comments I get every single day on the social media channels. This is an inside job, folks. And that's good news, because you don't have to rely on somebody else to figure it out. Is it scary to hear that? Yeah, nobody's coming to save you, but that's your job. What I'm here to tell you is that's great news, because you are capable of doing this. There's no doubt in my mind, because I've seen some of the most terrified, scared, disabled people come back to life through this work. Through messages of safety. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the cause is perceived danger, and it's a misperception, which means the symptoms that are caused by the brain are false alarms, which means you're not sick, you're not broken. The body knows what to do. It will return to balance when you get out of the way with your fear and terror and misinformation. So, I don't want people to think, oh no, there's nobody coming to save me. I'm not capable. I'm stuck this way. No, you're not. I'm telling you. I've seen some really, really, down and out people come back, and they're fully living their lives. Try not to overcomplicate this. If you're spending hours and hours and hours a day on Facebook, on YouTube, watching 42 videos and listening to every podcast out there, and taking a little bit from this coach, and a little bit from that coach, and a little bit from this book, a little bit from that book, and you're kind of mixing it all together and seeing how well that's going to work for you, you may be overcomplicating it. You may be trying too hard. Because at the end of the day, if the symptoms are based on the brain's misperception, based on bad info, and it's just false alarms, there's not a lot to fix here, folks. You know, we want to correct the information to dial down the fear and then make our primary goal living our life without fear. But if the fear is there, what do? We use the correct information, the accurate data, to teach ourselves that we can be less afraid, right? I did a video on chaos the other day. If you're in chaos, start here. Start here with freak out less. It's a really, really great place to start, because freaking out, never saw anybody get better by freaking out. And so this is an inside job. Your first and primary goal is to get out of chaos by freaking out less, and then move forward towards calm reassurance. Gather information. There's nothing wrong with learning as much as you can about mind-body conditions in the beginning. But once you've got a firm understanding of it, you don't need to buy the 7th and 8th and 10th book and read them, because all the while you're reading and learning, you're missing out on the opportunity to live your life through a lens of safety and, holy crap, I'm actually okay, right? I want you to make sure to get that. It's really important for you to understand that the solution is returning to your normal activities through the lens of I'm okay, so these activities and living my life are safe and okay. They're not dangerous or damaging, right? Through the lens of safety, I think, is a key thing to remember. How are you navigating your day? Are you creating more fear and terror? How about your thinking? Are you taking all of your scary thoughts serious? I just talked about it a day or two ago. That's all just noise from the brain. And I'm not talking about tinnitus, because somebody asked about that. What about tinnitus? Is that the noise in the brain? Tinnitus is a symptom that comes from a brain that at some point perceived danger, and oftentimes it is our fearful response to that ringing that causes it to continue. So tinnitus, same exact approach that I teach every day, will work for that as well. So, recovery from mind-body, TMS, perceived danger pain, is an inside job, folks. It's an inside job. But put on a smile, because that's the best news ever. You don't have to find this magical practitioner somewhere to do it for you. I certainly can't do it for you. I can point the direction and go, it's over there, and you can do this, right? But nobody can do this for you. If you've got a supportive spouse or partner or friend or parent or kid or somebody in your life who's really supportive, that's great, but they're still not doing it for you. It's up to you. You've got to fix it in your thoughts, in your beliefs, in your decisions, in your commitment. And that'll eventually turn from intellectual knowledge to wisdom, to where you say, holy crap, I got it. I'm really okay. And that's when the fear really drops. So it is an inside job. And that's pretty much true about every single thing in life. Nobody can do the work for you. Whether you're building a business, losing weight, fixing your diet, getting fit, the best personal trainer in the world still can't do it for you. They're not going to lift the weights. They're not going to do the stretches. They're not going to, put the food in your mouth. All of the things we want to achieve are based on inside jobs. And the sooner we embrace that, the sooner we're going to lead a much better, more fulfilling, less painful life, emotionally and physically. Medications, they may be a nice little helper, but I don't believe your solution lies in a bottle of pills. Not at all. But if they do provide you benefit, work with your doctor, take them until you don't no longer need them, and then taper off, safely. But if you're not on meds, I don't know that a new bottle of pills is going to be the solution, because you still have to do the messages of safety and convince this misinformed brain that you're actually okay. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to wrap this one up here. I love you all. You can do this. It's an inside job, but I am so sure, absolutely positive that you have it in you to implement these things, because it's really not as complex as you think. When you truly understand the cause of pain is misperceived danger, and that fear and attention is keeping it going, we make a commitment and a decision that I am going to use that accurate information, that I'm not really broken or sick, to dial down the fear, get out of the chaos by freaking out less, and moving forward slowly from freaking out less to freaking out even more less, to moving into calm reassurance. Calm reassurance, eventually, indifference will come about organically, naturally. But I know you can do this. I wouldn't be out here daily doing these videos for you if I did not think or know deep in my heart that you are capable of leading a much better life, symptom-free, mentally health in a way better place, overcoming anxieties and depressions and past traumas, and living in the present, knowing you're actually all right, patting yourself on the back, learning to go from possibly hating yourself to being at least kind to yourself and treating yourself as if you matter, and eventually getting to a place where you just go, you know what? I'm okay. I'm enough. It's a wonderful place to go. And this journey through safety and doing the inside job work will get you to all of these wonderful places. So I believe in you. I know you can do this. And I'm going to wrap it up here. Love you, folks. Talk to you tomorrow.